The gap between revolutionary technology and everyday utility is where most innovations die. Blockchain promised to change everything, but for most people it remained an abstract concept until someone decided to make buying a coffee with cryptocurrency as simple as tapping a card. Jim Thorpe is the Chief Technology Officer at PayItNow, one of New Zealand's leading blockchain payment platforms. He leads the technical vision for the company that processed millions in cryptocurrency transactions, making digital assets accessible to everyday New Zealanders. In his journey from managing university IT systems to future of payments, we see the bridge between academic rigor and entrepreneur execution, the rare combination that turns possibility into reality. I'm your host, Nicholas Turnbull, and this is NZ On Chain. Welcome, Jim. Really appreciate you coming in.
Thanks, Nick. Nice to be here.
Awesome. Well, I want to start with how we first met, because I've always been... you know how to dress. I remember the first time you rolled into the Cryptocurrency NZ meetup, the Christchurch one, and you had this three-piece suit on and you looked stunning.
Okay. Well, it's good to make an impression. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. And you take that with your kind of craft to your CTO role, or your compliance role, sorry.
Yep.
And yeah, you can kind of see that, which is awesome. But yeah, I thought we'd kind of start off, talk about kind of how you got into the world of crypto and kind of your beginning before that. Because I know you started off at the University of Canterbury. Can you explain about that?
Yeah, I can. Well, I'll go back a bit further than that, in fact. I first came across the internet and email and so on back in the 90s when I was at university. And it sort of blew my mind that the whole of human knowledge could be made accessible to everybody, because this was revolutionary at the time. And really got into that. I wasn't studying IT, but I really enjoyed the psychology of computing as well, and how people interact with the knowledge, with software and so on. And then I got a job in London during the dot-com boom, Wild West, like pre-Google and so on, when Yahoo was the search engine to go to. And so it was quite different. And then, doing big contracts, one of the top brand agencies in London. And that was great fun. But then I decided to go backpacking for a year, and my travels brought me here to New Zealand, where I've stayed since 2002.
Awesome.
Yeah. So here I was then built a web development and hosting company. We ran that for several years, and that was a great success. Building like 400 websites for small Christchurch businesses.
Yeah, that's heaps. Yeah.
And then went contracting for a while. And then I ended up at the University of, I applied for a job at the University of Canterbury as a developer. Looking after the main learning management system. And within a year, leading that software development team that looked after all of the student-facing applications and the intricacies of integrating all of that. Then for personal reasons, it was a fortunate opportunity to leave there with a golden handshake and homeschool my daughter for a year.
Awesome.
So I did that, and then retirement came to an end, and I started looking for work. By then, we'd been through lockdown. And I was very curious around all this printing of money and what that meant, and sort of did a bit of a dive into what money actually is. It's just a concept, really. Very strange. And watched the Hidden Secrets of Money, which was a short 8-part series. And it opened my eyes. It took you from trading shells and rocks through to the Romans and their coins and how they used to clip those and devalue their currency and all the way through. And then it came to the end of cryptocurrency, which triggered some old memories, because I'd come across Bitcoin and Ethereum before, but it was too difficult to buy here in New Zealand.
Yeah, it was difficult. Like you had like the early exchanges, Mt. Gox, the magic trading card gathering exchange, which is hilarious, and then it kind of slowly evolved into what it is now.
Absolutely. So, I mean, back in 2017, I was curious about getting some Ethereum or some Bitcoin, and I spent an evening looking at it, and then it was too difficult. Decided that was a waste of an evening and several hours. But yeah, then 2020 came around, reinvigorated that idea, and I jumped online, and it was a different space altogether.
Oh, so, definitely, yeah.
signed up with Easy Crypto and bought myself some Bitcoin and ETH and then went from there, really.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the first time I went through this dodgy wallet provider. I can't remember what it was called now, but I remember buying Dogecoin for my first time and then experience that. And it's like, okay, now what kind of thing? I don't know how to move it. Anything. It's just stuck on this wallet. And to that day, it's still stuck on that wallet.
Yeah.
I lost it. So now you've you're in Christchurch. You had that opportunity. You're looking for another job, and that is Pay It Now, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Well, I've been along to a few of the crypto meetups that you run. I got to know the community there, and I was just like, well, what's the next exciting space is crypto, and it very much felt like the wild west of the .com boom.
Oh, definitely.
You never know who's gonna make it, who's gonna come out of it on top. I mean, if you look at what Amazon was like back then, not doing well, and so you never know. And very exciting space. And yes, it was just really exciting to get into to Pay It Now and
and your role at Pay It Now at the beginning and then now, has that changed, or are you still the head of compliance?
Pay It Now is when I started 3.5 years ago. A startup. We had a team, so I joined there and brought processes and so on to the development team, to all the devs there, got them working the same way. And then, yes, after putting in processes and rigor and testing and so on. So that was my first role there, was leading the dev team. And then that, progressed to CTO with a broader view of where the technology is going, looking at both the technology that's used in-house for ourselves and running the company, and also the tech primarily that we provide for our customers, being the app itself. That's what our customers touch and interact with every day. And then, also the compliance side of it I took on as well, with the anti-money laundering and CFT and KYC
and all that
lots
kind of
other
stuff.
Acronyms and reporting obligations and so on. Yes.
Walk us through like buying a coffee through PIN, like going from the start to the finish. So I go to your Pay It Now. Can you walk me through that kind of process?
Yeah. So a brand new user downloads the app, signs up, and then can load on New Zealand dollars from the bank account or buy crypto directly through Polypay or using the credit card. With that, then their wallet can hold about 40 different cryptocurrencies. And we have a guy who runs a coffee van. You can rock up to the coffee van. He has a QR code. You just scan it from the app and pay for your coffee. And then you can choose which of those cryptos you would like to pay with.
And that kind of comes into with the debit card that you just recently released. Could you explain that? Yeah,
certainly. So wanting to expand, we're always looking at ways to expand the use case of crypto. It's the founding idea, the genesis of Pay It Now really, is that people have crypto and nothing to do with it. So we're always expanding use cases and how people can spend it. Noticing that we can only bring on one merchant, one at a time, who can use a QR code and accept them. To be able to provide MasterCard means you can go spend your crypto anywhere in the world. So that was a partnership with Immersive, a company up in Auckland, who were able to provide us with a crypto-backed MasterCard.
That's awesome.
So, you top that up from whichever your cryptos you like and go and spend it. So,
Now, is it physical or digital?
So it is a virtual card. You would need Apple Pay or Google Pay. But when traveling through Europe, it's so easy. You could be spending pounds and then an hour or two later spending euros, and it was just all pay wave from the app.
You went to
Google Pay.
Paris. You went to Paris was it last year or?
Back in April.
Tell me about that.
So that was the Paris Blockchain Week, the largest blockchain event in Europe.
Awesome.
It's a slightly different scale to here in New Zealand.
I bet.
10,000
That's
people.
Crazy,
And they were just industry people. It wasn't even open to the public. So that was fantastic. And to see Tether and some of the big banks were there as well.
Crazy.
Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and they were talking about how they use blockchain technology to move, I think it was saying something like $5 to $6 trillion a day has moved in USDT alone.
It's a crazy amount, yeah. It's astonishing, like those, back to the convention side, is like when I went to Austin, they had, what was it called, Consensus. And that was massive going from CryptoCon Australia to that. I was just like, holy, you got to step back. And every corner you go down, I remember there was like this, it was like a fight club essentially. You could pay crypto to get into this fight club. I was like, oh, they think of everything.
Yep, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, which is fascinating. But also it's like, holy heck, like it's on a massive scale over there compared to New Zealand. But recently you guys were down in Crypto Winter.
Yes.
I personally wasn't there, but some of the guys from Cryptocurrency NZ were there. I do remember seeing the photos of all the lanyards of you guys with the sponsors on it. So yeah, tell me about that. How was it?
That was fantastic. First Blockchain NZ event.
Yeah.
It was really good. There was about 150 people there.
Awesome.
The people who are moving the industry forward in New Zealand. A lot of the regulators were there as well. DIA.
The Australian, all the Australian stablecoin, digital dollar people were there, I imagine, as well.
Yep, that's right. The AUDD is being represented as well. And some big exchanges from Australia were over as well.
Yeah, which is awesome. Yeah. So it lasted 2 days or 3?
It was a 2-day event, and it was packed.
Did you get to speak at all or on the panel?
Now we were on one panel and we had a 30-minute presentation.
Awesome. How'd that go?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So demoing our products to the audience.
Any new products on the horizon?
Well, we do.
Yeah.
And we have the tech in place for it, but we're just talking with the Department of Internal Affairs about the compliance side of it. The tech's the easy part to build. It's just making a product that's actually, legal and fit for purpose, and all the AML's taken care of and everything else.
Question. So what does PIN take on the New Zealand crypto regulations? What's your take on it?
When you say New Zealand crypto regulations, a lot of the regulations actually comes from like global bodies that oversee various countries.
Interesting.
So, for example, the AML CFT regulations here, although the Department of Internal Affairs oversees them in New Zealand, there's a larger governing body called FAFT, which oversees it across. And they basically don't oversee the DIA as such, but ensure that countries are complying with anti-money laundering laws.
Yep.
And if you don't, then it's harder for those countries to interact.
Interesting. I've never heard of that organization before, so there you go. I'm learning something new every day.
Indeed. Yep. So there's that one. Yep. And then there's also coming into effect on the 1st of April, 26th, there's the CAF, Crypto Asset Reporting Framework.
Okay.
Again, this is a much a global rollout, effectively.
Yep.
And the IRD will be overseeing that here. So there'll be extra reporting and compliance around.
Speaking of the IRD, have they reached out to you regarding any kind of like asking for customer data or anything like that? Have they done that at all?
No.
Haven't done that?
To date, we haven't had an official request for information.
Interesting, yeah. Because I know they're quite like, I wouldn't say aggressive, but they do want that, don't they? Like,
so here in New Zealand, we're very fortunate. It's a small country and it's a friendly government.
Yeah, friendly government, yeah.
I know that the IRD have written out to people saying, we know you have crypto, so make sure you report it.
Better declare it, yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, it's a very friendly approach.
And people think like it's all private and all anonymized, but realistically, it's not. Like if you come from a centralized exchange.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So back in 2009, Bitcoin was created to be that anonymous store of value.
Yep. Did right.
And if you bought it back then, you could hold it in a wallet and never touch it, and it would be anonymous. but what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, you can't.
People still need to spend, well, here in New Zealand dollars.
Yeah.
So when you convert it, you then become unanonymous.
Yeah, exactly. So taking it back to fiat, that's the big kind of de-anonymized kind of part.
Indeed. So the on-ramps and off-ramps really are where regulation dictates KYC. Yep. So no one is anonymous at that point. And it really does guard against money laundering, which goes on here in New Zealand. There's plenty of criminals that want to wash the proceeds from crime.
Yep.
And we don't want to
you've got
have any of that going
exactly.
through our system. Yeah. There's daily,
yep.
Not through us, but there are scams and phishing attacks going on, targeting victims here in New Zealand. And often it's then being washed through a money mule that doesn't realize they're doing it.
Yeah. A lot that I see on Crypto Consulting NZ is people come to us, so behind 80% of our work is scam-related work, and it's not fascinating. Well, it is fascinating to see like these different angles of how these scammers have essentially they try to launder these money through these people, or they scam the victims, and it's really horrible to kind of see because they lose money, but they lose time that they earned that money too.
Yep.
The amount of time they lose is horrendous. Like last week, had a guy come to us about 3.5 million gone because he entered in his seed phrase. So don't enter in your seed phrase.
Yeah.
Rule 1 kind of thing. But yeah, they're definitely getting smarter. But you need those rules in place sometimes. But I guess it's just kind of that how you come across on it as well. But yeah, going like into the future now, where do you see kind of pay it now in 5-10 years?
That is a good question. Yeah, like I said, it's like trying to predict back in 2000, which search engine would make it, which businesses would make it. Certainly, pay it now is growing exponentially.
Yep.
We've been growing like 100-fold a year.
Jesus, yeah, that's awesome. How many transactions have you done, or how much volume, if you don't mind me asking?
The number just keeps changing so quickly. Yeah, so quickly. Keep a tab on it.
Yeah.
So our goals are to be the crypto payment provider of 100%, the Pacific.
Yeah. Because like if you think about it, there's like Lightning Pay NZ, they're a bit more kind of bit smaller, but if you think about it, you guys are the leading bull charging that way. So it's really awesome. And you're based down in Christchurch as well, which is the crypto hub, if you ask me, in New Zealand.
Great. Good to see.
Yeah. Or Queenstown, but yeah, South Island's better for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, Jim. I appreciate you coming on to the podcast for this week.